How do you recognize secure feelings when you're so used to insecurity? It's normal, isn't it, for people to joke, to criticize. They're just having fun or offering constructive criticism. You're used to it. People have joked all your life. They even maybe have called you too sensitive. So why does it make you feel, if it's normal, so uncomfortable inside? In this episode, we are resolving secure versus insecure feelings. And we're looking at recognizing insecure feelings, secure feelings, and why you should never just get over it. So, to begin, you first need to recognize what insecurity actually looks like. Insecurity for you never happened overnight. For insecurity to be there, if you look back through your life, there will have been emotional or verbal abuse over a consistent period of time. Somewhere along there has been. Why? Because ongoing critical words destroy self-esteem and replace it with a toxic inner critic. And that toxic inner critic judges you, and it judges you as defective. That internalized toxic shame means you're reluctant. You're reluctant to ask for anything. You're reluctant to ask for attention. You're reluctant to express yourself in any way that draws attention. If you do happen to express yourself, you're worried forevermore that you've made yourself open and vulnerable to other emotions or vulnerable to attack. And you spend your life metaphorically ducking to avoid the inevitability of attack or the perceived inevitability of attack. If it doesn't come, it becomes a self-attack that translates into self-abandonment. Your inner critic then dominates your self-talk, your inner self-talk. It decides what that conversation is. And then you spend your time berating yourself for how useless or incapable you are. Oh, well, I couldn't do that. I'm too useless. I'm too incapable. Oh, I couldn't possibly do that. Oh, I'd never be good enough. It becomes the internal self-talk. So how do you move this? How do you move this to a delightful drawing of secure feelings? And what do these look like? And what do secure feelings actually look like if you're so used to this inner critic? For you to feel genuinely secure, your child self, yes, you have one. You have a child self, regardless of your physical age, you have one of these. Okay, for some people, it's really obvious. It rules their life, and you think this person might be 85 years old, and actually, they're 5 years old. You have one of these. You have a child self. The child self needs to feel, okay? It needs to feel these three things. It needs to feel support, comfort, and protection. If any of those were missing when you were a child, your inner critic will use that loophole, because why not? It's wide open. It's wide open. If you don't feel support, comfort, and protection, it's wide open for criticism. Why not use it? That's what it will use. It's like a little kid open to the world of a bully. So this is why you should never, never just, oh, get over it. Doing that denies your inner world of the opportunity for secure feelings, denies this. You risk the inner critic having the last word. And the rest of you, and when the inner critic has the last word, and your child self doesn't feel these things, support, comfort, or protection, guess what happens? Numb. You feel nothing. You feel empty. You feel you have no idea what you're supposed to feel. You don't even know what you want, what you like. But the loud voice is loud, the inner critic. And this part of you, the inner child, is screeching for, going, please, I'll be all right if I have some support, comfort, and protection. We can feel this. We can feel who we really are. We can feel the essence of our secure self. It's easy. We can do it. But without that, we're hostage. We're hostage to this inner critic that believes, that has internalized that it's worthless, that it doesn't it doesn't feel valued, it's not good enough. All of that becomes the loudest voice. And it means then, well, we'll just feel nothing because we don't feel secure enough to even try. So, what are the steps you could take to stop feeling insecure and step into feeling your secure options? What I found sucked into for a long time was believing other people's criticism over and above my own rationale. So, believing other people's, their own inner critic projected into my world over and above my own rationale in terms of my secure self. And that's not true, because your own rationale, so believing your own rationale over and above someone else's projected inner critic, your own rationale pretty much knows when something is true or not. But you assume you're in a bucket of denial and the other person's projected bleh, bleh, throwing up over you must be 100% right, rather than you take the parts that maybe some of it's right, just the parts that resonate with you. You take it as they're 100% right. And your own perception of yourself, it's valueless that they're throwing up over you, they're puking over you, their inner critic that doesn't feel its own value is somehow the correct version of who you are. People who genuinely want to help you will use the minimum, the absolute minimum, to hurt you. Okay? They'll highlight only to offer facts, not humiliate. And they'll always, always add something positive. So, what are three little things you can do to minimize you feeling caught in the world of insecurity? When you feel insecure, ask yourself, which of the secure triggers is calling to be activated? Is it support, comfort, or protection? Just ask in your own mind. You can hear this inner critic going, saying, okay, so which one of these things do I need to access? Do I need to access the feeling of support, feeling of comfort, or the feeling of protection? When you bring these emotions into your inner world, you know you'll instantly feel more secure. Okay? Because it's immediately stepping out of the inner critic's voice. It's stepping into offering this child self which one of these that it's asking for. Okay? It's almost like part of you coming down to its level and going, okay, so which one do you need? Notice the numbness come over you and how you place it. Okay? If it's support that you need, in terms of, then the numbness comes over. If it's support that you need, you'll look for approval. Okay? If it's comfort that you need, you'll eat, you'll drink, whichever one it is for you, to comfort the numbness. Notice which one you're using. If it's protection you need, you'll want to withdraw. Okay, so notice the numbness trigger, and which one you are trying to activate. If you notice how you place it, you can choose to change it. So if you notice where you're placing those emotions, you've then got choice over the numbness. The meditation that's part of this session will help you, help you immediately beyond feeling stuck in numbness. Why? Because it takes you in to your support, your comfort, and your protection from the child self perspective, so you can see. It brings the unconscious to the conscious world. It's a very quick way of solving something. And the meditation is so easy to do that. You just have to follow it. And step out of victim, okay, by asking yourself, what I'm doing or what I'm about to do, is it helping or harming me? Which one am I committing to? What I'm about to do or what I'm doing right now, is it going to help me, which means move over to here, to the secure side, or is it harming me? I want to wallow in the inner critic. Doing that very simple thing, asking that question, puts you back in control of your decision making, because insecurity takes you out of control of your own decisions. Okay, when you're insecure, it takes you out of control of your own decisions. If you're asking yourself that question, it's putting you back in control. It will take a few goes, but you will feel more in control of your own world, your own decisions. And it's not about perfect, okay? None of this is about being perfect. It's about progress. If you don't get it right 100% all the time, just some of the time is enough, because it's all about progress. It's not about perfection. So would you like me to help you more? If you do, very, very simple. You just do the meditation that accompanies this episode, and it will fast track you out of the numbness created by insecurity and staying in this space, and help move you across very quickly, very smoothly, very easily into allowing the secure self to become more of the dominant inner voice. So give the meditation a go, okay? Meditation, what do you really feel? Give that meditation a go now. Do it now, because you don't make logical decisions around insecurity. Don't go, I'm going to decide to be insecure. You don't even decide. Your unconscious decides. Your unconscious patterns decide. You make illogical decisions based on unwanted unconscious beliefs. The inner critic, the numbness. You want to move into this inner child part, feeling it can tap in to support, comfort, and protection like that. The meditation will help you do that. Help you do it effortlessly. So why make it hard? Okay? You make illogical decisions based on unwanted unconscious beliefs. which have often been stored. It's not your fault. They've been stored in your body, been stored in your system, been stored in belief systems through generations, for years. And as Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. This meditation will help you undo those unwanted unconscious beliefs by releasing the energy stored in your body. Simple pimple like that. Even if you've never done a meditation before, it's fine. You just follow the words. That's it. You have time. There is always time for something this important. Just doing this one simple thing could change something fundamental for you forever. And now that you've focused on releasing insecurity, the issue is thinking, oh, am I better off alone? Can this world be really trusted? Because when you've been on the receiving end of criticism, it's easy to slip into it yourself. So guess what the next episode does? It addresses when you think you're better off alone. So make sure that you set a reminder now to join me for the next session, which I will release on next Saturday at 4 p.m, which is UK time. And I will be on the comments for an hour from 4:30 p.m. to answer any of your questions, view your meditation. You tell me what it is, what the symbolism is, and I'll give you an interpretation for you. Okay? During that power hour of your contact with me. Share this episode if you know someone who struggles with this inner critic and you think, wow, this could be really helpful for them. Or maybe they've been on the receiving end of high doses of criticism through their life, through their marriage, through their early life, through their work dynamics, and it's just curled them up inside and taken them away from the possibility of them feeling secure. Share it with them. Hopefully, it could change something fundamental for them. Give them a perspective on how they can change it by one simple little thing. One simple little thing can change something amazing. So share it. If you know somebody who you think this would be really helpful to, share it for those who you know would want it, not those who need it but are in denial. Forget that. You focus on your own world as far as those people are concerned. So go now and listen to it's a free meditation, What You Really Feel. Okay? If you don't already have access, you can download a copy free. It's free. You don't have to pay for anything. It's free. Okay? From HeidiSawyer.com/5, not the written word, the number 5. So it's HeidiSawyer.com/5, number 5. Okay? You get download the meditation from there. Do it now, because then you're not allowing the limitation of, oh, things have to be perfect before I can do or change anything. I'll do it when. Do it now. Don't let those things get in your way. We believe your capacity for empathy gives you a unique perspective. The way we help you access your uniqueness is through developing your intuition, your inner world. When you allow yourself this part of you, life is easy. So go now and listen to the powerful meditation, and always remember this: your sensitivity is your greatest asset. Until next time, bye for now.